So throughout the process of the Trump era and starting to paying attention to politics, I have evolved. I have had a spiritual awakening, and I have evolved and become so much more than I was back in the day. I am so much more than just a Christian girl going to church. You know, there was a point where I didn't even call myself a Christian, and now I am so far from considering myself a Christian. I had a spiritual awakening in 2016, and I had decided I didn't want to go to church. I don't want to go to church anymore. I made a lot of decisions about my life. I made a lot of decisions, and for the most part, I stuck to those decisions, and I ended up being a more isolated person because church was the one way in which I got to know other people. But one of the things that I kind of realized is that, knowing all these other people from church wasn't really that useful an asset to my life, because at the end of the day, they didn't turn out to be useful people in my life. The church was about the churches that I've been to, it was about how you can help the church and how the church can benefit from you, but not necessarily how the church can help you. How they can help you. I have even, as I've said previously, I have even lost a child while I was in church, and I experienced how unhelpful and useful church people are in your life in a way that I've never experienced before. So I've learned a lot from the people in the church, and I've decided that you don't have to call yourself a Christian to be a loving person. Even more so, I learned that even more so during the Trump era, because I see a lot of people that supported him are church people, are evangelicals, are people that call themselves believers and righteous people, when they are the least righteous people that I've ever witnessed in my life. They're the most evil and cruel people I've ever known existed. So we've gotten to the point now where these people, MAGA to me equals Nazi. MAGA to me equals Nazis. Fascists. And I don't know what their intention was at first. I don't know what they thought they were doing, and who they thought this guy is, and who they may still think he is. But it's hard not to see the evil intentions and the darkness in what is being done right now. But this conversation is not about that, really. This conversation is a hope for a future.